as a Halabja massacre or Bloody Friday was genocide massacre against the Kurdish people that took place 16th of March 1988 during the war, Iraq and Iran war closing days. Was chemical weapons were used by the Saddam's regime to own people in the Kurdish town of Halabja. The Halabja attack has been recognized as a separate event from the Anfal genocide that was also conducted against the Kurdish people by the Iraqi regime under Saddam Hussein. The Iraqi High Criminal Court recognized the Halabja massacre as an attack of government. The attack was also condemned as a crime against the humanity by the Parliament of Canada, in particular for his rules in crashing the 1991 uprising in southern Iraq and his involvement 1999 killing the Sadr city and the Saddam district of Baghdad, and he was executed on January 25th of January 2010. Thank you very much.
Personally, as a family of the victim of Halabja event, on behalf of Halabja Chemical Victim Society, I want to say many thanks for arranging this seminar, especially Stanford and London South Bank University. Also, many thanks for you to attending this ceremony. I'm very proud when I see my case, or our case, or my city's case, is talking in 1,000 miles away from Halabja. We are very proud when you see people like you, or important people the same you, discussing, meeting, making conference, panels, or seminars to talk about our case, to succeed our case, which is, we have a main aim, which is to recognize Halabja, Anfal, and other crimes which have been done by Saddam Hussein, to recognize as a genocide. Today I'm here as a survivor of the Halabja event. I want to introduce a sad story. Really, it's not, unfortunately, not happy story. Introduce my story when I was in Halabja during the bombardment. If you ask any Halabja citizen about Halabja, have own story, have a sad story. So my story, which today I tell you, or my testimony, is one story of the 6 sad stories of Halabja. And the people in Halabja still poisoned by chemical weapons, still suffering from disease. So people, the family of the victims still need compensation, need prevent that situation never happening again in anywhere in the world. Needs to judge these people who be involved in this crime. Need to punishment these companies who sold chemical weapons to Saddam Hussein. Punishment these political people who support the other time support Saddam Hussein. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very brief. My name is Maki, as you just heard. I speak on behalf of London Center for Social Impact. It's a social enterprise organization, and our specialty really is to assist voluntary organizations, especially those in difficult times in the community, in the East, and mostly part of the South. We are based in East London. And the Kurdish community is one of the organizations who've been really supporting and assisting. And that's the reason why I'm here today. I'm here to support them in this very event, in celebrating the memorial service of the Halabja massacre. It is sad, as we've all heard. I will still reflect back to the last speaker. Can imagine at the age of 11, we thank God for him, we thank God for his life, because he wasn't exempted from the rest of the children and family who were massacred in those years. As I say, God help him. He's among our community here today. We thank God for your life. It was really, really sad. You see, great leaders in the past, especially dictatorials, they've done a lot of things which families, children, innocent people have suffered a lot. And in the case of Saddam Hussein, we all saw what has happened to him. The evil that men do lives after them, especially with his brother, which they call Kebika Ali. For what they do, there is not much reason. It's just massacre. It's just genocide. You cannot decide on your own. That is completely dictatorial attitude. And a lot of leaders have done similar things in the world. And I also came from a country that has actually suffered similar massacre. Even though the Halabja one is a chemical massacre, a chemical genocide, it cannot be compared to other places. I came from West Africa, Sierra Leone, and we went through the similar massacre.
Okay, so on behalf of London South Bank University, I just wanted to thank RISGAR for organising this event. We're delighted to be able to host so many guests and to help commemorate the occasion of the Halabja massacre, and very much to thank Mr. Cameron for his very, very brave survivor testimony, which I think was so important for all the audience to hear. So thank you very much.
It's really important, this seminar, to introduce the crimes have been done by Saddam Hussein regime against Kurds, to show the peoples in here, to tell them that we are Kurds, that's our history, and to support our case to succeed and recognize as a genocide. Also to try make this genocide in a lecture such at the university, to show the students, and from students then distribute to other peoples that about Halabja, about the crimes have been done against Kurds. To this aim to prevent not happen Halabja event in anywhere in the world, to prevent, to not allow any countries using chemical weapon, killing civilian people and making a mass graves.
The event was very good, and we would like to get support from the university as well, not just for the university, and we can get support from the student as well. So that's a very good point to get to start and to recognize genocide, Kurdish massacre as genocide. So we started from all the universities and the schools. So the South Bank University was a very give it to us a good support to recognize as Halabja as a genocide. So thank you very much for the university, and thank you for Mr. Rizgar Khurshid and for the administration as well. Thank you very much.
First of all, I'm very grateful for the invitation, and it was a very nice thing. Well, we'll never forget what happened in Halabja, and the organization was really nice, and the touching stories we heard, to be honest, it was very emotional and it really affected me a lot. But it's nice to keep it in mind and to motivate people to be more proactive and remember these kind of things and participate in whatever means they can do just to keep the memory. And it's sort of a shout to the world to know these things are happening and acknowledge them, just not sweep them under the carpet, just to acknowledge them and know these things are happening. And in a day like this, 2013, we should stop these kind of things happening, genocide all over the world. So thank you very much for the invitation.
كاك سامان توكو أمرك أما دبوي لجنوسايتي هالبجا لجامعي لندن لزانكوي لندن ساوث بانك رئيس شون بو أمرك أم كونفرانسا
بتاعي بدش تشي زور باش بو دبي دس خوشي من هفار رزقار علي بكين كتلبيت جامعية أوش لكوليجا كهستا بو كوكرنوي أو برنامج زي كريتشي خستوا وكو سمينارك ودنجك وبالبشتك لبو أوي ناسان ديني قضية هلبجة بتتناو تاريخ ومجوي خوينديني أمبولاتا دەبی دەستخۆشیان لێ بکەین و نمونیان هەر زۆر بێ بە تایبەتی کاکسیامەند و کاگرزگار ئەرکەی زۆریان کێشە کە ئەو کۆنفرانسیان ئەوڕۆ لە یونیڤرسیتی ساوت ئۆف بانک ڕێکخست بۆ ئەوەی تراژیدیا و کارەساتی هەڵەبجەش وەکو نەتەوەکانی دیکەی کە تاوانیان بەسەر داهاتووە بچێتە قالبی مێژووی ئەوەی کە بناسرێ بە جینۆسایدکردن زۆر سوپاس و دەستخۆشیان لێ دەکەین نمونیان هەر زۆر بێ ئینشەڵا بۆ کورد و کوردستان زیاتر گەنج و ڕۆناکبیری وامان نمونیان هەر زۆر بێت و دەستخۆشیان لێ دەکەین دووبارە زۆر سوپاس.
زۆر سپاس بۆ جەنابەت.
پەیمان خان ئەمڕۆ ڕاچی بوو بەرامبەر ئەم کۆنفرانسەی ساوت بانک یونیڤرسیتی ئۆف لەندەن.
بەڕاستی دەستخۆشی لەو ستافە ئەەکەم بەڕاستی دەستخۆشی لە هەموو ستافی ساوزباک لەندەن یونیڤرسیتی زۆر شتێکی باش بوو هیوادارم هەموو شوێنەکانی کە کوردی لێن وەکو ئەمان ئاوا پیشانی بن و بیناسێنن کێسی هەڵەبجە کێسی جینۆس بیکەن بە کێسی جێنۆساید کێسی ئەنفالی شەر ئاوا بۆ ئەوەی هەموو ئەوەی کە نەیزانیوە کارەساتی هەڵەبجە کارەساتی ئەنفال بزانن کە ئێمە چیمان بەزاراتەوە چ کارەساتێکی گەورە بووە یعنی بە شتێکی کەمی نەزانن بە شتێکی زۆری گەورەی بزانن و پیشان هەموو لایەنێک بدرێ ئیتر لە زۆر بۆ کەم نەک بە لە شوێنە بڵێ وەڵام من قسەم کرد ئەم ئێرە ئاسایی چۆن ئاوا ئیمڕۆ هەموو ستافەکە و مامۆستاکان کە لێرە بوون هەموو پشگیریان کردو هەموو ئێمە سەپۆرتی ئەو مەسەلەیە ئەەکەین بەڕاستی من دووبارە ئەڵێم دەستان خۆش بێ خۆزگە هەموو کەسێ ئاوا سەپۆرتی ئەو شتە بکات و ئەم نەو ئەسیمیدارانە ڕێک بخات بۆ قەزەی ئەنفال و هەڵەبجە و کوردیش بە تایبەتی چکارە ساتێکی بەسەر هاتووە لە ماوەی 80 ساڵە بەڵام ئیستا هەمووی ئاوا کپ کرابوو بەڵام وردە شکر ئیشەڵا هەموو جیهان پێزانێت.
پەیمان خان پێشوێ بڕۆ پرسیارێکی تر ئایا ڕۆڵی ئەم سیمینارانە لە وڵاتێکی وەکو بریتانیا لە جامعەیەکی بریتانیا چ ڕۆڵێکی خۆی بینێت چ دەورێکی خۆی بینێت چ یارمەتیەگە بێ بۆ حکوومەتی بەریتانیا یان بۆ هەموو جیهان لەبەرەوەی خۆ دەزانی ئەم وڵاتە تەلەبەی ئەم جامعەیە بریتین لە هەموو وڵاتەکان هەر تەلەبەیەک لە هەج وڵاتێکەوە یە دانیشە لە کۆنفرانسەکە لەوانەیە نوێنەرایەتی وڵاتەکەی خۆ بکە پرسیارەکە ئێمە لێرە ئەوەیە ئایا ئەم سیمیرانە ئەم کۆڕانە تا چەندێک دەوری خۆیە بینێ بۆ پاڵ پێوەنانی حکوومەتی بریتانی بۆ بە جینۆسان ناساندنی هەڵەبجە.
من دەستخۆشیتان لێ یەکەم و پێشە باسیەوەم کرد کە ڕۆڵێکی زۆر جوانە بینێت ڕۆڵێکی زۆر گەورە ئەبینێ زیاتر تەلەبەکان چاویان ئەکرێتەوە بە شتە ئەوەی کە گوێ لێنە بۆ گوێ لێ ئەبێت ئەوەی کە نەیزانیەوە کارەساتی ئەنفال و هەڵەبجە چییە ئیستا تێ ئەگا بە جوانی من داوا ئەەکەم لە هەموو جامیعەکانی ترکە کوردی لێیە کە ڕۆڵیان هەیە لەو دەورە یعنی شێوەی ئەم سیمینارە بکەن بۆ ئەوەی زیاتر حکوومەتی بەریتانیا خۆی ئەزانێت بەڵام ئەگەر پاڵنەرێکیشی هەبێ کە سپۆرتی بکات بۆ ئاگاداریان بکاتەوە بە تەکی زۆر باشە ئەوان نان بڵێن تخوا ئەگەر وەکو تەلەبەکانیان وەکو ڕزگاریان وەکو یەکێکی تر ئاوا ئەو شتە نەکات طبعاً ئەو نایە بڵێ وەرە با من مقابلەتان بکەم وەرە با سیمینارتان بۆ بکەم ئەبێ خۆی کوردەکە هەوڵ بە ئەبێ ئەو قوتابیانەی کە لەوێن ئەو مامۆستایانەی کە لەوێن ئەوانەی کە هاتوون بۆ دکتۆرایان بۆ ماستەر ئەخوێنن کە بۆ تواناسازی هاتوون هەمان ڕۆڵ بگێڕن و بە جوانی ئەم کارەساتە لە خەڵکی ئەوروپا و بە تایبەتی لە بەریتانیا تێبگەێنن و زۆر سپاسانەکەم بۆ ئەو دەستخۆشیتان لێ.
Mr. Maki, what do you think about our event in South Bank University?
It's a deeply memorial event, and there has been genocides all over the world. And I'm also victim from Sierra Leone because there was total massacre there. And when we have memorial services like this nature that has to deal with massacre, genocide of anywhere in the world, it is heartrending. It is heartrending, and it is a huge memorial,
event.
Come, leave the camera.